Well, they got to change the offensive philosophy. Okay. Denver shot 33% from the 3-point line in the series and won 5 games.
That's a good
You
point.
do not need, and what did Eric supposed to stay on the sideline during the series? If they ain't hitting 3-pointers against the Celtics series, if they ain't hitting 3-pointers, they ain't going to score. Like they're beatable. So the Celtics have been figured out. I think they put way too much emphasis on the 3-pointer this year, and they had nobody, as Max referred to score in the paint. Nobody with a post game. So if you're going to run it back, okay, one, I think, Jalen got to work on his ball handling. Jason got to work on his playmaking, but they need a center. Like Robert Williams in 5 years, and maybe Max can bring him down in Carolina and work with him on a post move, because 5 years Robert Williams been in the league. In 5 years, he ain't learned a post move.
CLNS Media's Celtics coverage is brought to you by FanDuel. New customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's bonus bets back if your first bet doesn't win.
Yeah.
That's the Celtics' fault. Now, that's Robert's fault too, but first of all, they need to have a big man coach, because neither Charles Lee nor Sam Cassell's a big man. Okay, so I don't know. They need to get somebody 6'8" or above to add to that damn staff that can work with Robert Williams on developing a damn post move. Because if you saw Bam Adebayo, Bam can dribble, Bam can shoot, Bam can get to the rim. I'm not saying he's perfect, but for 6'9", he is way more versatile than Robert Williams. He can take you off the dribble, he can run the point. And then Al is about to turn 37. Okay, I think just turned 37.
He just turned, yeah.
Okay, so how much can you really rely on Al? And as I wrote earlier, in his fourth season, when he was second-time All-Star with Atlanta, 99.5% of Al's shots were twos. This year, 32% were twos. He stopped taking twos. He has completely lost his post game. So when you don't have anybody getting you easy buckets, or it takes Tatum having to maneuver through 5 defenders to get to the rim or whatever, or the only easy bucket is a Rob lob, like, you got to change your philosophy, especially if you're not hitting threes. Denver showed you they were not good for the 3-point line in the series, and they won every game except game 5 by double digits. Like,
let me ask you though, is that philosophy or is that personnel? Because I think
it's philosophy. As you know, Joe we got to shoot 50 a game. Yeah. Okay. One,
he's all about the numbers, Max.
It's just too much. Like, you don't have, as you said, Max, the zone. Okay. Al, how many times did Al pass out of that zone looking for an open 3-point shooter and disregard a 6-foot jumper?
Yeah.
Like, that's how you break the zone. The Celtics became way too predictable offensively, way too easy to guard. And of course, if they're hitting their threes, if they hit half their threes, but look at the last 2 games of that series. They hung on in game 6 with the miracle of Derek White, but also because they hit a lot of twos. Okay. Right. In game 7, the 3 didn't go down and they couldn't score twos and they were done. Yeah. Jason sprained his ankle. Jalen couldn't handle the ball. Malcolm should not even been on the court. Al's never, everything that could go wrong went wrong in that game. And so now you need somebody. To me, I'd go after Chris Paul. I would see what you could do. You need somebody who can damn run an offense. Let's be honest, Max. And Josue, you got to have somebody. The Celtics blew so many games down the stretch because their offense is kaput. You need somebody who can hit a mid-range jumper that's not Jason. You need a guard. Marcus, because I did the number, Marcus doesn't shoot from the mid-range. This is not his game, and neither does Malcolm. Okay? Malcolm shot 82 mid-range jumpers in 67 games. He'll take 1 a game. Marcus took, I think, 25. They don't shoot. Yeah. So when you're coming off the pick and roll and you're no threat to score. You hit a mid-range. So you makes your offense so predictable. If you're going to take the next step, because let's be honest, guys, as you know, when the season's over, everybody is out of prison. Like, look at it. Milwaukee's now back. Philadelphia, all the teams that you passed up last year, it don't mean nothing. They back this year. They're going to come after you. So now it's 30 teams, the Knicks, the Cavs. So you got to come up with something new. You can't just run it back with the same damn offense and hoping for different results. Like, that's not going to work.
CLNS Media's Celtics coverage is brought to you by FanDuel. New customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's bonus bets back if your first bet doesn't win.